Good morning. Myself A.K. Magdum, working as lecturer in Mechanical Engineering Department, ASIT Polytechnic Cadra, Chilkaranji. Today, in this session, we discuss regarding the next content of non-conventional machining methods, unit number 1 of advanced manufacturing process. There is the part which is covered under this session, the contents such as the working principle, setup, process parameters of abrasive jet machining process. So this is the one more important machining methods which is included under the advanced manufacturing process, that is the unit number 1 of non-conventional methods. So let us begin with what are the contents which are covered under this session. First of all, introduction. Second one is the principle of abrasive jet machining, major components of abrasive jet machining, working setup of abrasive jet machining process, controlling parameters of abrasive jet machining, advantages, disadvantages and applications of abrasive jet machining. So this much contents which are covered under this session. So let us begin with the introduction. First of all, abrasive jet machining is a non-traditional machining process which is mostly used in machining of hardened metals. So that is a very important thing. Whenever we want to machine the hard material, in that case, there is a non-traditional machining that should be implemented, and in that non-traditional machining process, there is the abrasive jet machining is a very important method to machine the any hard component. So next, in this machining process, a focus stream of abrasive particles are forced to impinge on workpiece at high velocity. Means what? We are continuously impinging the spray of abrasive particles over the workpiece component and remove the certain quantity of metal from that workpiece and change its shape and size of that component according to what profile we want to require. In that manner, we are give the motion to that nozzle of the abrasive particles, and then afterwards we are cut that or give the shape of that component to the workpiece. So this is the main thing of abrasive particle. Next, these high velocity abrasive particles remove metal by brittle fracture or erosion from workpiece. So continuously impinging the abrasive particles over the workpiece material, due to which what will be happen? There is a workpiece material, which is a small quantity of material which is removed from that workpiece itself in the form of either it is a eroded or maybe the brittle fracture will be takes place over that surface, due to which there is a certain quantity of material which is removed from that workpiece, and in this way we are actually remove the material from that workpiece with the help of abrasive jet machining. So next one is the working principle of abrasive jet machining. That is very important thing in this schematic diagram or arrangement of abrasive jet machining. Here there is the upper portion which are showing in this particular diagram. There is the nozzle is there, and in that nozzle there is a continuously abrasive particles, high velocity abrasive gas jet near about 150 to 300 microsecond, that type of that much velocity of gas with the abrasive particles which are continuously impinge over the workpiece surface. So due to which whenever these abrasive particles which are come into contact with this surface, there is a certain quantity of material. We are discuss over here. First of all, this machining process works on the basis principle of abrasive erosion. So that is a very important thing. Whatever the abrasive particles which are present into this process, that abrasive particles with a high velocity which is continuously impinging over the workpiece, and due to which there is a certain quantity of workpiece material is definitely removed from that surface. So next, if a high velocity abrasive particles strike on a hard or brittle workpiece, it remove some metal at the striking surface. Here, there is some abrasive black bubbles which are showing in this image. There is a continuously bombarding over this surface, due to which there is a certain quantity of material which is removed in the form of either it is eroded or maybe the certain small particles which are removed from that workpiece, because the velocity of these particles with a gas which is a high velocity gases are there, and in that gases there are some abrasive particles are present, and that abrasive particles which are continuously impinge over that surface. So due to which there is the certain quantity of material which is removed from that workpiece surface. Next, this metal removal process takes place due to brittle fracture of metal, and also due to micro cutting by abrasive particles. There is the whatever the abrasive particles mixed into that gas, that abrasive particles basically which is a hard material, and whenever that should be a impinge over the workpiece surface, that abrasive particle remove the certain quantity of material from that workpiece in the form of either it is a micro cutting action will be takes place, or maybe the brittle fracture will be takes place, due to which there is the certain quantity of material which is removed from that workpiece surface. Next, this is the principal process of abrasive jet machining. So this is the actually on this principle actually abrasive jet machining is works. Next one is the parts of abrasive jet machining. The following there is the list of parts are there. There is the gas supply, nozzle, abrasive, workpiece, pressure regulator, filters, foot control wall, holder, hood. These are the various components of the abrasive particles. These are the various particles of abrasive jet machining. Next, the first one is the gas supply. In this gas supply, there is the filtered gas supplied under a pressure of 2 to 8 kgf per centimeter to the mixing chamber. That is a very important thing. There is the high pressurized gas which is supplied to the mixing chamber, and in this mixing chamber there is the containing of abrasive powder is there, which is vibrating at 50 hertz, enters the abrasive particles and is then passed into a connecting hose. Means in that mixing chamber we are continuously dilute the high pressurized gas, and in that chamber there is the proper mixture will be takes place, and that mixture which is helpful for actually carry out the abrasive machining process. This abrasive and gas mixture emerges from a small nozzle mounted on a fixture at a high velocity ranging from 150 to 300 meter per minute. So in this way there is the actually gas will be delivered to the machining process. Next one is the abrasive. There is the abrasive powder feed rate is controlled by the amplitude of vibration of the mixing chamber. Next, the gas flow and pressure is controlled by a pressure regulator. That is a very important thing. At the time of machining, there is the gas flow rate. That is a very important factor, because if you properly mixing the gas and abrasive particle, then only proper machining will be takes place. Otherwise, there is the improper mixture which will not be remove the high removal rate of material from the workpiece. So that's why proper mixture of gas as well as the abrasive particles, that is a very important thing. Next one is the to control the size and shape of the cut, either the workpiece or the nozzle is moved by cams, pantographs or other suitable mechanisms. So there is the various mechanisms are actually used for give the movement to the nozzle, or maybe the some in some cases there is the give the movement to the workpiece also. There are the so many mechanisms are available. From that any one mechanism, either it is a cam type is there, pantograph type is there, any one suitable mechanism is used for give the movement to the either workpiece or maybe the nozzle. Next, the abrasives generally used are silicon carbide, that is a very important thing, aluminum oxide, glass powder, or specially prepared sodium bicarbonate. That is the various types of abrasives are generally used at the time of abrasive jet machining processes. So these are the various important abrasive types are available which are generally used at the time of machining. Next, the common particle sizes vary from 10 microns to 50 microns. That is a very important thing. Smaller sizes are used for a good surfacing. No doubt, whenever the small size of abrasive particles are there, in that case, there is the only small particles which are removed from that workpiece. So that's why we are indirectly maintain the surface finish of that component. So that's why whenever the good finish is required, in that case, there is the small abrasive particles, or which is a near about 10 to 15 micron type of abrasives are generally used for a precision work. Next, while larger sizes are used for rapid removal rate. In that case, whenever you are using the large size of abrasive grains, in that case, there is the material removal rate is no doubt very high, but at the same time, we cannot maintain the surface finish value of that workpiece component. So that's why it is a depends on the what is the requirement at the time of machining. Either if you want to maintain the surface finish, or maybe if you want to improve or increase the material removal rate of abrasive jet machining. So depends on that where generally choose the abrasive particles in the abrasive jet machining process. Next, there is the important component that is the nozzle. Here, nozzles have a great degree of abrasion wear. That is a very important property which is required into that nozzle component, because continuously abrasive particles which are come into contact with the inner portion of that nozzle. So due to which there is a continuous friction will be takes place. So that nozzle material which is having a great degree of abrasion wear, that property is required. So that's why there is the high degree or high wear rate property which material is having. According to that, that nozzle material is chosen, and according to that, that nozzle through we are continuously deliver the abrasive particles. They are made of hard materials such as tungsten carbide. That is a very important material which is generally or mostly used for preparation of the nozzle, or synthetic sapphire, or reduce the wear rate. So for that purpose, mostly tungsten carbide which is used for the nozzle preparation, because there is the basic requirement for the nozzle preparation is what? Reduce the wear rate, because at the time of machining continuously abrasive particles which are come into contact with that workpiece nozzle surface, and there may be a chances of to take the wear of that particular nozzle inner portion. So to avoid that, there is the that property which is having a tungsten carbide to reduce the wear rate, because that is the high degree of abrasion wear, which is a greater property which is required for that material itself. Next, nozzles made of tungsten carbide have an average life of 8 to 12 hours. Means within a one working schedule or one working day, there is the nozzle is scrapped. So that's why there is the continuously abrasive particles which are wear the certain inner portion of that nozzle, and which will not be survive for a longer period. So that is the actual drawback. Next, while nozzles of sapphire last about 300 hours of operation when used with a 27 micron abrasive particles, but this saffron, which is not generally used for the abrasive type of machining, because that saffron material which is not easily available with a nearby market. So that's why there is the tungsten carbide which is generally used by the various industrialists for this type of machining process. Next, the gases used are nitrogen, carbon dioxide, or clean air. Most of the time there is a clean air which is not suitable for a machining. So that's why there is the most of time there is the nitrogen or carbon dioxide. These gases are very helpful at the time of machining of abrasive jet machining. Next, there is the workpiece. That is the one more another component. The metal removal rate depends upon the diameter of the nozzle, the composition of the abrasive gas mixture, the hardness of abrasive particles, and that of work material, particle size, the velocity of jet, and distance of the workpiece from the jet. So these are the various factors. Depends on that. There is the material removal rate is depends. So that's why in that there is the typical material removal rate for abrasive jet machining is a 16 per minute in cutting glass. So that is the important component, that is the material or workpiece of that component. Next, what are the desired properties of materials which are generally used for the nozzles? First property, material has to withstand the erosive action of abrasive particles. That is a very important property which is required for the nozzle. Next, second one is the it should have a good wear resistant property. That is a very important requirement property, because abrasive particles which are coming to directly contact with the inner surface of that nozzle. So that's why there is a continuous friction will be takes place in between the nozzle and that abrasive particles. So that's why there is the wear resistant property which is required into that nozzle material. So it will be helpful for an increase in wear of nozzle leads to divergence of jet stream. So for that purpose, there is the it should have a good resistance of wear, that property which is very important in the nozzle. Next, divergence of jet stream causes spray cutting and inaccurate holes. So that's why this property divergence, there is the jet stream causes there is the inaccurate holes. For that purpose, this property which will be maintained by that nozzle material itself. Next, it should have a good resistance to corrosion. because there is a continuous contact with the abrasive particles, as well as there is the gas will be come into contact with that nozzle surface. So that's why there may be a chances of corrosion of the nozzle material will be takes place. So to avoid that, that property which is very important in that nozzle material itself, there is the corrosion resistance. Next, it should be designed such that loss of pressure due to bend and friction is minimum. Here, there is the loss of pressure due to bend and friction is minimum means what? There is at the time of pressurized steam which is flowing through that nozzle. At that time, there may not be bending of the nozzle will be takes place. So that property which is very important at the time of machining of abrasive jet machining process. Next, what are the different desired property which is required of the abrasive which is generally used in the abrasive jet machining process? First important property, that is the sharp edges. Why sharp edges are required? For easy micro cutting and better MRR. Better MRR means what? Whenever the sharp cutting edges are available with that abrasive particles, then and then only we are maximum material removal rate which is obtained at the end of machining process. So that's why this is a very important property which is required into that abrasive material. Next, second property, irregular shape. Here, there is the to maximize MRR and productivity. For that purpose, irregular shape of abrasive particles which is required for a abrasive jet machining process, because whenever the irregular shapes are there, there is the each and every shape of that abrasive particle which is come into contact with the workpiece surface and removing the certain quantity of material from that workpiece. For that purpose, there is the irregular shape, that important property which is required into that abrasive particles. Second, no impurity. Whenever the operation is carried out or abrasive jet machining is carried out, then there is the no impurity which is present into that abrasive particles. That is very important. Otherwise, it will be directly affect over the accuracy, whatever you cut the component or whatever you carry out the machining with the help of abrasive jet machining. So that properties you want to maintain at the time of abrasive jet machining process. So that is a very important property of abrasive. Next, good flowability. That is a very important property, because we want to continuously impinging the stream of, there is the abrasive particles and mixing of gas which is continuously carried out or continuously impinging over the workpiece surface. For that purpose, there is a good flowability of abrasive particles. That is a property is very helpful for improve the efficiency or improve the material removal rate of abrasive jet machining process. For that purpose, there is a good flowability, that property we want to maintain, or that property which is required into that abrasive particles itself. Next, high hardness. That property is a very important, because that if the abrasive particles are harder than the workpiece, then and then only there is the material which should be removed from the workpiece surface. For that purpose, there is the high hardness, that property which is a very important for abrasive jet machining process. It will be decrease the fracture during impact, because if the hard abrasive particles are available, it should be eroded the material from that workpiece surface. For that purpose, there is a high hardness property which is a very important property in the which is required for the abrasive jet machining. Next, less impact on environment. At the time of machining, whatever the abrasive particles are mixed into the gas and which will be impinging over the workpiece surface. So whenever that process is carried out, that should be easily disposable abrasive particles, because it will not be hampered to the environment. For that purpose, there is the this property is also very useful of the abrasive particles, because we want to save the environment and survive for a longer period and carry out the abrasive jet machining. For that purpose, this property is very important. Next, no moisture content. That is a very important thing. Whenever we want to carry out the abrasive jet machining, in that case, there is the no moisture which will be present into that abrasive particles. Then and then only you are easily maintain the surface finish, improve the accuracy. Then and then only it is possible. So that's why there is the moisture-free abrasive particles which are very important in the abrasive jet machining process. Next, cheap and abundantly available. That is the requirement of abrasive particles at the time of machining. That abrasive particles which are cheaply available, and there is the bulk of abrasive particles which is easily available with a nearby market or nearby area, then and then only it is survive for a longer period. So these are the various desired properties of abrasive particles which are generally used in the abrasive jet machining process. Next, various abrasives which are generally used in abrasive jet machining process. First one, aluminum oxide. This is used for a cleaning purpose. These abrasive particles are generally used for a cleaning purpose, cutting and deburring purpose, or for moderate to hard material. For whenever you want to clean the surface or to cut and deburring the surface, in that case, this aluminum oxide is a very important uh, abrasive which is generally used in the abrasive jet machining process. Next, silicon carbide, that is the second abrasive particles, which is a harder abrasive particles compared to alumina, because this can be used for all the above purpose like cleaning, cutting, deburring, as well as, but very hard materials are there. In that case, this silicon carbide is very helpful to remove the material from the workpiece surface. But silicon carbide can reduce the nozzle life. So that is the drawback of these abrasive particles, because the silicon carbide contains or abrasive particles which are very harder. So that's why whenever you want to carry out the machining process, these abrasive particles are directly come into contact with the nozzle surface and unnecessarily increase the wear of the nozzle and reduce the life of nozzle. So this is the drawback of these silicon carbide abrasive particles. Next one is the glass beads. This is mainly used for producing matte surface for reducing transparency. So this type of abrasive particles which is generally used for create a matte type of finish over the workpiece component. For that purpose, this type of the abrasives are generally used. Next one is the crushed glass for heavy cleaning, matting and pinning operation. For that purpose, these crushed glass type of abrasive which are generally used. So the various abrasive particles which are generally available in the market, but according to the our point of view, whenever we want to carry out the machining, there is the aluminum oxide and silicon carbide. These two type of the abrasives are generally used for the abrasive jet machining process in the mechanical engineering field. Next, there is the sodium bicarbonate. Baking soda is commonly used for light duty applications such as cleaning. All of you use the sodium bicarbonate, HCO3, which is generally used for a washing purpose, cleaning purpose, for a soft materials. Like all of you wash the different cloths with the help of this sodium bicarbonate also. So whenever that type of the application is there, in that case, sodium bicarbonate, or maybe it is called as a baking soda, which is generally used for this type of application. Next, next, working of abrasive jet machining. Here, there is the first of all, we know the what is the construction of abrasive jet machining. Here, gas supply tank is there. In that gas supply tank, there is the high pressurized gas which is stored into this tank. Then next component is, that is the filter. Whatever the gas which is stored into this tank, which is continuously delivered through the filter, because whatever the impurities which is present into this gas, which is totally removed before it is delivered to the nozzle. Next one is the, there is the pressure regulator which is continuously take the or continuously which is take the pressure whatever which is delivered through that different hoses, and then afterwards this gas which is delivered to this mixing chamber, and in this mixing chamber there is the abrasive particles are also mixed with this particular gas, and at the same time there is the one vibrator device which is connected to this mixing chamber, and this vibrator it is a properly unanimously mixture with a gas, and then afterwards this gas and the abrasive particle which is a continuously delivered through the this hose pipe to the nozzle, and then afterwards there is the operation is carried out. This is about the working of abrasive jet machining process. And at the same time, whenever these abrasive particles which are continuously impinging over this workpiece surface, there is a small portion of a workpiece material which is removed from that workpiece, and then afterwards whatever the fumes are generated at the time of machining, which is delivered outside through the this exhaust fan which is mounting over the hood. So this much about the working principle or working of abrasive jet machining. Here there are the various steps are there, through that we are generally carried out the working of abrasive jet machining. Next, process parameters of abrasive jet machining. There are the various process parameters are there, such as abrasive particles, that is the abrasive particles, its shape, size, strength, material and flow rate. There is the very important thing, whatever the shape of the abrasive particle is there, size of the abrasive particle is there, it is a uh, define the define the output of the working output of the abrasive jet machining process. Because if the shape of the abrasive particles which is a comparatively large, in that case there is the high material removal rate which will be takes place, and whenever the small particles of abrasive particles are there, in that case there is the smooth finish surface we are getting at the end of machining. So there is the important parameter, that is the abrasive particles. Second one is the carrier gas, its a nature, composition, flow rate, pressure and temperature. So carrier gas, which is a very important factor in a abrasive jet machining, because whenever we want to deliver the abrasive particles through the mixing chamber to the nozzle, in that case there is the easily it should be carried from that mixing chamber to the nozzle. For that purpose, its a nature is a very important factor. Whatever the composition which is present into that gas, that is a very important factor. Second, flow rate, what is the flow rate we are obtained at the time of machining, pressure and temperature. So these factors which will be directly affect over the machining. For that purpose, this carrier gas, which is a very important parameter. Next, abrasive jet. Here the mixing ratio, that is a very important factor. Mixing ratio means what? What quantity of abrasive particles which are mixed together with a gas, and striking velocity, impingement angle and standoff distance. So abrasive jet, which is a nothing but a, what is the distance we are maintained between the workpiece and the nozzle, that distance is called as a standoff distance. How much distance we are maintaining in between that nozzle and the workpiece depends on that. Also there is the material removal rate which is carried out. For that purpose, there is the standoff distance of abrasive jet, which is a very important factor. If the unnecessarily reduce the distance between the nozzle and workpiece, in that case there is the no material which is removed from that workpiece, and there is the abrasive particles which are not penetrated inside of that workpiece. So that's why proper distance, standoff distance in between the nozzle and the workpiece, that is a very important factor. Next, there is the nozzle, its a profile and inner diameter. There is the nozzle having a different profiles are available, depends on the what velocity we want to require for a machining purpose. There is the, according to that we design the profile of the nozzle, and that is the directly affect over the material removal rate of the workpiece component. Next, inner diameter of the nozzle depends on the how much flow rate we want to maintain at the time of machining. Depends on that, there is the inner diameter we are actually designed for that nozzle. So that's why there is the important parameter of the nozzle design also directly affecting over the surface finish and material removal rate of abrasive jet machining. Next one is the work material. It's a mechanical properties like various mechanical stress, strain. There are the various density. These are the various property of a work material which will be directly affecting over the workpiece material removal rate. So these are the various process parameters are there, and each and every parameter which is correlate with each other. So that's why it will be directly affecting over the output responses, such as material removal rate is there, surface roughness and accuracy of machine feature is there, nozzle life of nozzle life or nozzle wear rate is there. So these are the output responses which are totally depends on the various process parameters of abrasive jet machining. So this much about the process parameters of abrasive jet machining. Next, abrasive jet machining, various advantages are there. First of all, there is the high surface finish. That is the very important advantage of this abrasive jet machining. Next one is the it can machine heat sensitive material. That is the second important advantage is what? Whenever the heat surfaces are there, sensitive surfaces are there or workpiece materials are there, in that case also we are easily carry out the abrasive jet machining process. Next, it is a free from vibration. At the time of machining, there is the no vibration will be takes place. So whatever you want to generate the profile, that profile accuracy you are getting at the end of machining is a very good compared to other machining process. Next, initialization cost is low compared to other non-traditional process. That is a very important advantage of this type of abrasive jet machining, because initial investment for other non-traditional or non-conventional machining methods, there is a comparatively very high. So that's why this is the very important advantage. Next, thin section can be machined easily. So compared to other machining, non-conventional machining methods, this is the one more important advantage, that is easily you can machine the thin sections also with a abrasive jet machining. Next, whatever the disadvantages of abrasive jet machining, here low metal removal rate is there, that is the drawback. At the time of machining, certain abrasive particles are directly impinging over the workpiece surface. So each and every particle which is remove the certain quantity of material, but a very low material removal rate, that is the uh, happen at the time of machining. So that is the actual drawback of this abrasive jet machining process. Next, abrasive particle can embedded into workpiece mostly in soft metals. So that is the drawback. At the time of machining, continuously high velocity gas with the abrasive particles which is continuously impinging over the workpiece surface, and whenever the workpiece material is a soft, in that case these abrasive particles which are stuck together with that workpiece surface. So that is the drawback of this abrasive jet machining. Next, nozzle life is limited, so it needs frequently replacement. Near about 7 to 8 hours, that is the only working working nozzle life of the abrasive jet machining. So this is at the every machining operation we want to replace the nozzle. So this is the drawback or time consuming process or costly process for a abrasive jet machining process. Next, abrasive particles cannot be reused in this process. Once the abrasive particles which are impinging over the workpiece material, that abrasive particles you cannot reuse for the further process. That is the actually drawback of this abrasive jet machining. Next, it cannot use for machine soft and ductile materials. We already discussed that part. Whenever the abrasive particles which are impinging over the workpiece surface, and that workpiece material which is a soft or ductile is there, in that case there may be a chances of abrasive particles are stuck together, or it should be a fit inside of that workpiece itself. So that is the drawback of this abrasive jet machining. So that's why it cannot be used for a soft and ductile material also. Next one, there is the applications of abrasive jet machining. There are the various applications of the abrasive jet machinings are there. First one, it is used in a drilling and cutting of hardened metals. That is a very important application. Whenever the hard materials are there, in that case if you want to create a different profiles over that surface, in that case there is the abrasive jet machining is the best one for that purpose of a different complex profile which will be easily generated with the help of abrasive jet machining. Second, it is used for machining brittle and heat sensitive material like a glass, quartz, sapphire, mica and ceramic, etc. Means whenever the sensitive type of materials are there, or heat sensitive type of material, or maybe the brittle materials are there, in that case there is the abrasive jet machining which is a very important, and it should be give the surface finish and other important factors of the machining with the help of abrasive jet machining. Next, it is used to manufacture electronic devices. That is the one more important application. Whenever there are the different electronic components are there, in that case there are the different electronic devices which are easily manufactured with the help of abrasive jet machining, because various electronic devices which are heat sensitive devices are there. In that case there is the abrasive jet machining is the best one. Next, it is used in deburring small holes and some critical zones in machine parts. So whenever there is the finished part finished part you want to create, and certain deburring of a surface is required. In that case, abrasive jet machining is a very important tool or very important machining process which is required for that type of application. So this much about the abrasive jet machining process. Thank you very much.